I can't believe I'm going to do this, but today I'm going to give you my favorite niche for 2018. What's going on, guys? I'm Braden Wirch. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure you hit subscribe. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. So today I'm actually going to give you my top pick for a new drop shipper trying to decide what niche to go in. This is my top pick for if I was brand new in drop shipping that I would want to start in. So, you know, definitely stay tuned till the end of the video because I'm going to be listing several niches throughout this video that I think are very profitable right now. So first let me start with, you can make almost any niche on Aliexpress profitable. Now, many niches are very saturated, but that doesn't mean you can't get into them. So some niches I see that are oversaturated and just not very much room for would be like the dog niche. You see that all the time. You know, one thing I preach all the time and that I firmly believe in is you need to find something that has global demand. If it's got global demand, it's not going to be saturated because you think how many drop shippers are out there. There's not really that many compared to the world population. So the whole key is you've got to find out how to market and brand your store correctly to market to the world. And that's another cool thing is that not many drop shippers are actually utilizing marketing to the world. They're just marketing to either the United States or the Big Five, United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. So I'm here to tell you that almost every niche that has enough winning products can be very, very profitable. So when going through Aliexpress and you're trying to decide on a niche, assuming you don't have a general store and you're not just testing products outright, you want to go ahead and search by orders counts. You want to go ahead and find a niche that has plenty of products with high orders counts. If it only has, you know, one or two products that are actually really selling well, there's probably not very much room in the space. Now, you know, you can have a niche that has several different categories. So, you know, let's say if you had a streetwear store, you know, you could have streetwear, you could have pants, like jogging pants, you could have hoodies. So there's several different categories. So, you know, if you've got one category that only has one or two high selling products, but you can make several different categories that overall, there's several products with higher orders counts, you've got a better chance. You want to find something that does have a history of selling at least decently well. That's why, you know, my first suggestion is to go on Aliexpress when you have a niche idea and look up the niche, sort it by orders counts, and make sure there are a few products that, you know, have orders in the thousands plus orders counts. Those are orders being processed right now, so you know it's selling right now. And so when deciding on a niche, you want something, like I said, with global demand. So you don't want something super niche down. Even though it might have a passionate audience like the dog niche, it's hard to find massive global demand around little dog rings. You can target it very easily with Instagram influencers and Facebook ads, so you will get some sales, but it's hard to really scale that up. If you want to scale a business, I'm going to tell you my top niches. So number one, I see a lot of room in home goods. I haven't seen anybody do it right yet, and there's a lot of home goods products on Aliexpress. So there's, you know, there's kitchenware, there's like furniture, decor, all these. If you brand it right, and that's the key, you have to brand all of this right. The only way I've been able to have a store that's done $450,000 in just over 6 months was my branding. If I didn't have the branding, what I'm selling on that store would not sell. And that's my other point is I know guys that, including myself, that what we're selling, and when you find out the numbers they're selling at and how much revenue and profit they're bringing in, you would be shocked that they're doing it with those products. It doesn't have to be any crazy product. And so when you're doing the research, don't think about what you would like. There's a lot of stuff on Aliexpress, like I see people all the time like hoodies and they like some of the streetwear. Don't go off of what you would like. You need to do the market research. Look on Google Trends. You know, kind of let the market decide what you should sell. So, you know, there's different product research tools out there, and I'll cover some of those in another video. But you know, definitely let the market decide rather than you deciding you know, what to market. So after home goods, another one is electronics, and within electronics, you know, there's gaming, there's drones, and you can even niche down more from there. My biggest store is very niche down. It's very, very, very niche down. It only sells basically one type of product. It's just there's several different variations and types of that product. So you need to go ahead, and when you find, that's why I suggest starting with a mid-level niche like apparel, like electronics, because you're able to start building the brand, but then you can niche down when you actually find those winning products. But after electronics, my biggest winner, I would say, for what I think you should go into in 2018, and y'all are going to be shocked, but apparel. You know, I see all the time, it's probably one of the more popular niches for people to start in, is apparel, but very few people are doing it right. I've got a lot of friends that they're in the apparel niche, just niche down more, killing it. And all these other guys selling, or at least have on their store the same thing, can't even break into the space because they don't know how to brand it. You have to be able to brand it. But within the apparel niche, what I highly suggest is look at accessories. So, you know, there's very, very high selling rings on Aliexpress. So instead of having a streetwear store and you have rings, why don't you make a ring store, brand it like incredibly well, make it like the coolest ring store in the world, and have, you know, all kinds of different rings on there, but categorize them really well and really make it seem like your brand. You know, that's a lot of potential. It all comes down to you know, how you brand it, and you've got to go ahead and brand it in a very unique way, in a very strong way. You need to make this a brand. But I definitely think in 2018, for a brand new dropshipper, wanting to start out with a niche store, like I said, I suggest mid-level niche, and you can even do general to test products. But if you want to start niche down in apparel accessories. Find, you know, a certain type of accessory that has high orders counts. You want to hone in on that and make an amazing store around that niche. That'll be killer. And I know guys personally that they've got apparel accessory stores that are absolutely killing it. Like, I'm talking about, like, you think some of these YouTubers are making a lot, these guys are killing it. So definitely give these a shot. Like I said, I would suggest, if you're new to drop shipping, starting with a mid-level niche. That way you can work on the brand at the same time as testing several different types of products. So, you know, if you had an apparel store, you could have several different types of accessories, and have kind of still have a really good brand, but have it more general. And then as soon as you find out something's selling, like rings, you niche down hard on that and you make a ring store that's just awesome. So I hope you guys found insane value in this. You know, I want you guys to be incredibly successful with dropshipping, and you definitely can. Dropshipping has a lot of people in it and trying it, but very few people know how to actually do it. So even though it might seem like it's very saturated in a very crowded space, it really isn't when you think about how many people actually are doing it well and know how to do it well. There's not very many people. So, you know, my suggestion is, you know, look at people with big numbers. You know, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are one-hit wonders, essentially. They've, you know, done well for 1 month, or they, you know, they essentially, I'm not going to call anybody out, but like doing like 30,000, yes, that's a great number, but why don't you look at someone doing like 100K plus per month? You know, you need to model after the very successful people, because like I said, there's very few people in the dropshipping game right now that really know what they're doing. And you know, I'll go ahead and link in the description how I got to 400,000 in under 6 months. I'll link that video in the description. But I hope you guys found the same value in this. Leave a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. I continue to over-deliver insane value to you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. I'm here to help you guys succeed at this game. So keep grinding, y'all. See you in the next video.